Hey guys and gals, welcome to 50 Plus Life 360. Now this is a little different video than you normally see from us, but we are going to show you a place called Not Working Tiny Home and RV Park. Now, don't get confused. I don't want to get you confused. This place is primarily an RV park, and then the tiny home sector has to do with an Airbnb. The gentleman's family that owns this park, they have 8 tiny homes and they have 32 RV sites. Now you can rent the RV sites. They're roughly $35 to $45 depending on whether you get a pull through or a back end site, or you can rent a site for $500 a month. Now this location is Lake Guntersville in Alabama, which is northeastern part of the state. So it's a really nice little RV park. They have a bathhouse that has laundry in it. They have a creek along the back there behind the bathhouse that has a waterfall when the weather's good and the rain is coming down. They have horseshoe pits, they have a cornhole place, and they have a dog park. Now, I did want to point out that the way in the back, and we'll try to get it on film in a second for you, they have an Airstream in the back that they completely refurbished, and they were keeping it for their own, but then they said, we put so much money in this, we need to rent it out to make some money. So if you rent from their Airbnb, you can also rent that Airstream. Picnic areas, a grill, and other amenities are here. And I'm sure as he develops this further, the list is going to grow a little bit. Very peaceful. As quiet as you hear right now is about as loud as it gets. Birds chirping, leaves falling, a little bit of noise from the highway, but we're a mile or so off the highway. No interstates nearby. Very peaceful, tranquil setting. Here's a quick look at that Airstream. You can see how they've put a deck around it, and they've also put a nice metal cover over it, sort of like a top of a barn. And this is available for rent as an Airbnb as well. You can see you have a nice seated area there to the left with a fire pit and privacy fence. And this is the inside. It's just looking straight down the belly of the Airstream. You can see a kitchenette to the right and your couch to the left. This is as you walk in. It was behind me in the previous picture, but your bed is there on the right side of the Airstream. And you start seeing your kitchen there, and there's a little small table that you could eat at. And the next picture is a little bit more of the kitchen. And I apologize, coming up we're doing a tour of the park itself just to drive around, but our camera had given up, so we had to resort to a backup camera, and that backup camera did not have very good image resolution. Now you're in the bathroom, and just a couple shots of the bathroom. So the film of the tour is not going to be that great for the next few seconds. Apologize.
Now if you're tired of mansions and rent too high, come on down where the ceilings kiss the sky. They're rolling through the country in a big old van with a GoPro, a dream, and a downsizing plan. Mrs. Tammy points, look at that storage stair. Mr. Chubby's stuck in a loft with half his derriere. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Compost and toilets in a barn door glide. Tiny home tours, it's a wild small ride. The kitchen's got a sink, but it's 3 feet wide, and the couch folds down for a bed inside. Look at these drawers, they pull and they tuck. Mr. Chubby's whispering, we need a lot of luck, but the freedom's calling. It's a gypsy's tune underneath the stars or the harvest moon. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Wheels on the ground, it's a dream to steer. Tiny home tours, the frontier is here. splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang you just fine. Composted toilets and return to song, tiny home tour where you belong. The kitchen's got a sink, but it's 3 feet wide, and the couch folds down for a bed inside. Look at these drawers, they pull and they tuck. Mr. Chubby's whispering, we need a lot of luck, but the freedom's calling. It's a gypsy's tune underneath the stars or the harvest moon. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang in just fine. Wheels on the ground, it's a dream to steer. Tiny home towards the frontier is here. No picket fences, no two-car drive, just open road and a will to survive. The world to survive. The world to survive.
Guys, again, I want to apologize for that video quality. We had some camera problems, and we'll try not to let that happen again. But right now, we want to just kind of look at not working their website. Up here at the top, you got their navigation section, their About Us, frequently asked questions, information about the cabins, the campground, the buy a tiny home, things to do in the area, and how to contact them. But sticking to this main page, right down here at the very front, you can book a tiny house. That's what we were talking about, where you can stay for an Airbnb, or you can reserve an RV site. And their section right here talks a little bit about the local area, Lake Guntersville. We've talked about that in some of the videos of the tiny homes that we've shown you. And then just a little further down, it talks a little bit about the campground. It's got 22 back-in and 11 pull-through sites. And then as you come on down a little further on the main page, you can book one of the 8 RV park models that are built by 4B Cabins. Now, we did a tour of all these. We didn't tour Balsam Bungalow because that one was booked at the time. But we did tours of Barely Working, Villa d'Azur, and down a little further is Wanderlust. Those are all the M100 models. The Cozy Casita right there is a M102. The Heron House is a M103. And down here, the Wanderlust, that's the Model 100. I said M, that means model. But the 100s were all in one video. Then the Le Soleil Chalet is the Model 115. And all decked out is exactly the same as the Le Soleil. And then you've got a little bit of information about reviews, and you can read more reviews. You can also follow them there on Facebook and Instagram, and their contact information is at the bottom of each web page. Now let's scroll back up to the top and take a closer look at their campground page. Go over from About Us to the campground. The campground, again, has 22 back-in, 11 pull-through sites. Site sizes are at least 30 by 75 foot in area, and you have either your choice of a 30 or 50 amp hookup depending on what your RV requires. As mentioned in the videos, they are a dealer for the 4B Cabin Company, and the rental community is a great showplace for the homes. But you can click here on the website and look at all the various models that 4B makes and floor plans. So you can look at all of them here, or you can go to 4B's website as well. But some of these you probably already recognize from our videos. But let's look at this one, the Meadowbrook, just to give you an example of what you see. Down here you can see pictures, and then below that you get to see the floor plan. And also over here on the right where these yellow letters are, general kitchen, bathroom, click on those and it will tell you all your general standard information, not every single bit of the details, but your basic information that you would need to know, your key features, so to speak. And then if you scroll down to options, you get to look at all your decor choices, siding choices. Notice they use any Sherwin-Williams paint color. And then you get your metal roof colors that you can pick, and cabinet colors. And as we mentioned in videos, there are different cabinets that they can install, and then there are your 3 current flooring colors. Now, we'll go back and take a look at their contact page really quickly, just so you can get an idea of how to get in touch with them if you want to. All right, here's the contact. Click that. You can call them by phone. There's their email. There is their address. And they have that contact form that you can fill out on their webpage and send it in, and they will get back to you. And guys, honestly, that about wraps it up for the website tutorial. Very easy, very simple website, easy to navigate as I just showed you. So I hope you enjoyed that section. Folks, that's all we have for Not Working Tiny Town and RV Park. Just remember, as we tried to convey in this video, you can rent an RV site, you can rent a tiny home as an Airbnb, or we barely mentioned this through the whole course of our videos, but if you buy a tiny home and you need a place to put it, they will work with you on a long-term lease there at Not Working for you to have a place to park your RV park model. Now, all their RV park models come from 4B cabins, and we've given you all that information through the series of videos of the cabins that we did, and that's about all we've got. I apologize again for that little mistake we made with our video when we were videotaping, but we have one of our cameras decide it wasn't going to work any longer. We had to pull out a backup camera, and the backup camera is not very good. So the resolution when we drove around to give you a drive around tour wasn't great. We're not going to let that happen again. Sorry for that, folks. But anyway, without any further, I'm just going to leave it to my lovely and beautiful wife, Tammy. She's usually on the other side of the camera filming me, but I got to film her, and she's got an important message for you.
We sincerely appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Also, like if you find our content helpful.
No picket fences, no two-car drive, just open road and a will to survive. The world's your backyard, the rent is free, in a home that's as small as a memory. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang you just fine.